Alrighty folks, hope you're all well. Did you have a good Gigantamax Machamp event? I managed to get the Hundo and a Shiny, so I'm very pleased with that. We had a little bit of a break in terms of Pokemon Go content, but now things are slowly heating up again. We've of course got all the in-person Go Fest events, but if you're not going to any of those, it's okay because we've actually got a lot of really good events at the same time, including one that's about to kick off with the Serene Retreat event. And with each of these events, there's also going to be the introduction of a new Gigantamax Pokemon every weekend. So quite full on for the run up to Global Go Fest, and then of course we have Global Go Fest. So folks, let's break down the Serene Retreat event, including my personal recommendations as to how you can make the most out of this event, and then let's discuss Gigantamax Rillaboom that's part of this event and debuting this weekend, because you definitely want to get at least one of these. It's going to be an amazing Gigantamax Pokemon, so you definitely do not want to skip out on this weekend. Every time I'm saying Serene Retreat, I'm just thinking of that Netflix show with the Pokemon Resort, which is a good show. I do recommend it. But for the wild encounters, we've got quite a lot of good ones here. We've got Chansey, which is going to have a Max Monday on June 2nd. And if you didn't know and you're new to Gigantamax or Dynamax Pokemon and you're trying to get involved with that, well, Chansey is going to be an amazing Dynamax Pokemon for being a tank and for healing. So this is a brilliant opportunity to farm it, get loads of XL candies, because that is what you do need, especially for unlocking those higher end max moves. And so if you are new, or even if you're just trying to get like a third Blissey, which I personally do need, it's going to be good for farming those XL candies during this event. You obviously got some other ones there, all of which can be shiny, apart from the Hacienda. Got Snorlax there. Once again, this is going to be a good event for farming that in terms of XL candies, because that can be Gigantamax, solid tank. And we've also got some brilliant Pokemon for Stardust. I'm actually a bit gutted that one of the bonuses for this event isn't Stardust related. We'll get onto that in a second, but still, you know, you pop a star piece, you grind for an hour, you catch some Chiamechos or some Morlols, yeah, you're going to be able to stack up on a lot of Stardust during this event. So while catching that Chansey or that Snorlax, definitely make sure that you have a suitable Mega Pokemon evolved, a normal type, because Chansey and Snorlax are both normal type Pokemon, so you can acquire that extra XL candy and at the same time acquire a bit of extra XP while you're at it. Field research task encounters are looking pretty decent there. You've got a few that are shiny boosted, like the Munna, like the Morlul. Morlul's also going to be shiny boosted in the wild, so go after that if that's a particular shiny that you need. Obviously you're clicking on all of those anyway, because you can catch them for that juicy Stardust. Eggs are looking okay as well. Got the shiny boosted Munna in there as well. Event bonuses, we have half hatch distance and 1.5 times hatch XP. So personally, I'm not into incubating eggs, but if that's your thing, this event is going to be decent for that. Max particle collection limit is going to be increased to 1,600, slightly more than usual now, so that's not bad. Times 8 max particles from power spots is very nice though. It's going to allow you to get those particles particularly faster. Also going to be an increased chance to hatch shiny Munna and encounter shiny Munna in research task rewards. An increased chance to encounter shiny Morlul in the wild as mentioned, and through those research reward tasks as well. That's just nice to get more Morluls, because once again, you want to catch all of those for that Stardust. The research ticket is looking alright, $1.99, and you are going to unlock 1.5 times hatch Stardust, 2 super incubators. You're also going to get more encounters with the Munna and the Morlul, once again, both of which can be shiny. Had that been catch Stardust, I might have been inclined to get this one. Once again, I don't really hatch too much. If that's your thing, then this ticket is actually looking alright. Although I might still purchase it just to get more Morlul encounters and Munnas. I personally do not have a shiny Munna, so it's quite nice for more encounters with that. Now we can talk about the Gorilla in the Room Gigantamax Rillaboom. It's going to be debuting Saturday, May 31st at 6 AM, running to Sunday, June 1st at 9 PM local time. Unfortunately, the shiny is not going to be available, but to be honest, that is okay, because you definitely want to get at least one of these based on the stats and the fact that it is actually going to be the best Gigantamax grass type for a while. Reason being, and this is the same for the main series games, is that besides Rillaboom, the only other grass alternatives are going to be Gigantamax Venusaur and Gigantamax Flapple or Appleton. They both look the same when Gigantamaxed, as we can see there. And Rillaboom is going to deal out the highest grass type damage. It's also going to be the tankier grass type option. And it's also going to have access to the 0.5 fast attack scratch, making it a very good tank. Of course, Blissey is going to still hold that crown in terms of the #1 tank and healer. Being the best grass type, you definitely want a Gigantamax Rillaboom. So even though the shiny isn't available, I would still be out there chasing and trying to get at least one or two of these as a good one, and potentially invest in one. Because of all that, it is going to be very future-proof investment in terms of a Dynamax Gigantamax grass type. Obviously, at the end of the day, IVs aren't too important. The most important thing is going to be leveling up those max moves. And for this, you don't necessarily have to get an amazing IV one. I personally just power up ones which I have the best in terms of IVs, making sure obviously the most important thing is going to be those max moves are going to be level 3. In terms of bonuses, once again, the max particle collection limit is going to be increased to 1,600. 8 times max particles from power spots is obviously going to be nice, especially on the day, so you can collect them as fast as possible so you can jump into those Gigantamax max battles. No Dynamax research. I don't know if that will change closer to the time. Probably not. But we do have the likes of Rookie D available right now in those power spots. Corviknight being the best defender against Rillaboom. And if you go with Blissey as a healer and Gigantamax Charizard as an attacker, you're going to have a good time. But I'll most likely push out a guide video closer to the time. But overall, folks, you definitely do not want to pass up getting a Gigantamax Rillaboom this weekend. Once again, even though the shiny isn't available, we'll probably get it available in a future community day, as that's what they like to do. Shout out to Jangmo-O, that community day on June 21st. Definitely looking forward to that one. But this is going to be a fantastic Gigantamax grass type option. A very future-proof investment. You definitely want to grab one of these if you can this weekend. And it's definitely worth powering up, getting those level 3 max moves unlocked while you're at it. That's going to be about it from me though, folks. As always, please everyone take care. Please lick slap the like button, as it is massively appreciated. And catch you all in the next one.